Liz with Egghead Fixers. Today we're going to discuss what to do when your Chromebook will not turn on. You hit the power button and nothing happens. If you find this video in any way helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more great content. So as you can see, I've removed all the screws from the bottom panel of this Chromebook. Keep in mind that sometimes manufacturers will hide screws underneath the pads or feet or under the stickers. So if you find resistance when taking off this panel, inspect those areas. I use my pry tool to open it, and I've used this screwdriver to remove the screws. Both are in the description down below. Once I've gotten the panel off, we're going to go inside and we're going to do a procedure which is called releasing the Flea power. This is a standard practice for repair technicians. So step one in this process, we are going to go inside the computer, we are going to locate the battery, and we are going to unplug it so that we can drain all the power from the system. So we're going to, after it's unplugged, you are going to place that bottom panel on top to protect the motherboard, and then you are going to flip the computer over or open it up, either way. And after doing this, you are then going to proceed to hold down the power button for 30 seconds to 1 minute. And this will help release that Flea power from the system, and it will end up resetting the system. And by the process of elimination, we're going to see if it's just an issue of releasing the Flea power, or if it's a problem with your hardware. So this first step will establish if you just need to release the Flea power. And we're going to finish it off by going back in there, and we're going to plug your battery back in. I'm going to take you through the step-by-step process I would use to troubleshoot this issue. Okay, so now that it's plugged in, then you would plug your power cord back in, and you would once again try to turn your computer back on. If it once again does nothing, then you know you have to move on to step two. If it works, congratulations, you have the easiest solution. Okay, moving on to step two. If step one didn't work for you, then we're going to repeat the process, but we're going to change it slightly. We're going to go back into your computer, just like so, and we're going to once again detach the battery. Remove the panel, detach the battery, and we're going to have the computer unplugged once again. Like so. And this time we're going to drain the power system once again, 30 seconds to a minute. Repeat the process. And then we're going to go back in and we're going to plug the battery back in. So from inside, go ahead and you're going to repeat the process once again. Plug it back in. But this time, we're going to leave the power cord unplugged, and we're going to try turning it back on again. If the computer turns on without the power cord and the Flea power released, then you know there's an issue with your power cord, okay? Now, if this doesn't work, we're going to move on to step three. Step three, we're going to repeat the process again, but once again, we're going to change it a little. And by step, we're using the process of elimination to see what exactly is wrong to pinpoint it. So I'm unplugging my battery once again, and then I'm going to hold down the power button once again, 30 seconds to a minute. But after that, I'm going to vary. After I release the power, I'm going to vary what I do slightly. I'm not plugging the battery back in. I'm leaving it unplugged. And I am trying to turn it on with the power cord plugged in. If it comes to life, then I know there's an issue with my battery. Once the Flea power is released and the battery's not plugged in, if it works, that's the issue. Now, if none of these work for you, I'm just going to go over some additional solutions I would try as a repair technician. One of the things I would do is I would try plugging in the power cord. And if you look and you see that there is no charging light, then I would try replacing the power cord. See if that's the issue, is the power cord not plugging it in, which is different than what we were doing before, because power cords can give you too much power. They can cause fluctuation issues. But this is just seeing if they're just not giving you any power. If there's no power, you can try replacing the power cord. The next solution after that, if it's giving you no power, if you've tried the power cord replacing and it doesn't work, is to go into your Chromebook and see if the port you're plugging it into is faulty. So you would do that by entering the Chromebook, and you would look at this piece right here. This is your power board. You could replace this, or you could also try to make sure these connections are all secure, but make sure your battery is unplugged when you're touching anything in the inside. But you can make sure these connections are good, or sometimes it's a smaller, what's called a power jack, but you could just replace that port and see if it fixes the issue. And the final possibility, which is always the one we dislike the most after your power cord, is there is always the possibility that it is in fact a motherboard issue. But anyway, that's all the things I would check for as a repair technician. From one egghead to another egghead, this is Liz signing out.